This is Dr. Jonathan Lai coming to you once again with another moment of inspiration. This week's topic is forgiveness as freedom. Have you ever felt weighed down by a past hurt? Maybe it's a grudge you've held for years, a betrayal that replays in your mind, or a harsh word that just won't fade away. We often think holding on to this anger gives us some kind of power, a way to punish the person who wronged us. But in reality, who are we really punishing? The Bible gives us a powerful perspective on this. In Matthew chapter 18, Jesus tells Peter a parable about a servant who was forgiven an enormous amount of debt by his king. Imagine the relief, the joy, the freedom that servant must have felt. His life was given back to him. But what does he do? He immediately goes out, finds a fellow servant who owes him a tiny amount, and has him thrown in prison until he can pay it back. When the king hears about this, he is furious. He hands the unforgiving servant over to be tortured until he could pay back all he owed. Jesus then says, "So also my heavenly Father will do to every one of you if you do not forgive your brother from your heart." This story isn't just a warning, it's a profound illustration of freedom. When we refuse to forgive, we are like that first servant. We've been forgiven an immeasurable debt by God, yet we choose to chain ourselves to the small debts others owe us. Unforgiveness is a prison we build for ourselves. It keeps us tethered to the past, reliving the pain over and over again. It fosters bitterness, resentment, and anger that poison our own hearts and relationships. Holding a grudge doesn't harm the other person, it harms us. It's like drinking poison and expecting others to get sick. But forgiveness is the key that unlocks the door to our self made prison. When we choose to forgive, we are not saying that what happened was okay. We are not letting the other person off the hook. We are simply letting ourselves off the hook. We are choosing to release the weight of that anger and hurt. We are choosing freedom. Think about the story of Joseph in the book of Genesis. His brothers sold him into slavery, a terrible betrayal. He endured years of hardship, imprisonment, and injustice. Yet, when he finally had the power to take revenge, what did he do? He looked at his terrified brothers and said, "Do not be distressed, for God sent me before you to preserve life. You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good." Joseph understood that his true freedom wasn't in revenge, but in seeing God's greater plan. He chose to release his brothers from their debt, and in doing so, he released himself from the bondage of bitterness. He found peace and he found freedom. So, what does this mean for us today? It means we have a choice. We can hold on to hurts, allowing them to define us and imprison us, or we can follow the example of Christ, who, while hanging on the cross, said, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." He showed us the ultimate act of forgiveness, offering freedom to the very people who were hurting him. Forgiving someone isn't always easy, it's a process. It might take time, prayer, and a conscious decision every single day to let go. It means handing that pain over to God and trusting Him to be the ultimate judge. It means choosing to no longer let someone else's past actions control your present happiness. When you forgive, you are taking back your power. You are saying, "This hurt will no longer have a hold on me. I choose to be free." So I encourage you this week. Is there someone you need to forgive? Is there a weight you've been carrying? Make the decision today to lay it down. Choose forgiveness, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. You deserve freedom. Release the debt, unlock the prison door, and step into the liberating grace that God so freely offers you. If this video has blessed you, Share it with a friend or loved one who may also be blessed by it. And until next time, have a blessed week.